And welcome to Ozarks Live. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good weekend. And Cammie is here.
I am. I'm here a few days this week, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And we were just talking about some exercises in gymnastics that you had to go through. And it took me way back to high school, you know, when they only had like 8 letters and, you know, stone tablets and stuff. But,
and the world was in black and white.
But I was a wrestler in high school, and you found out what being a wrestler is about.
I got to go to wrestling practice at Nixa High School last week. I think that one will air next Tuesday. So that we were doing cartwheels, which I hadn't done a cartwheel in probably 25 years. I don't know. It's been a minute. And so I was really awkward at first.
That's when they invented the cartwheel.
I'm sure you were. You probably helped name it, didn't you? But this weekend, so I've told you my son's in competitive gymnastics, and so this weekend we kicked off the season, the competitive season, and we went up to Kansas City, and he took 3rd place. I have a picture of him on the rings.
Really?
I think we're going to show you. But he took 3rd place. I'm so proud of him. He's gone a long ways since last year when he was competing. So. Yeah. He's worked really hard.
There he is.
There he is. Isn't he cute?
Did you have to do the obligatory 3rd place? Great, because he's not 1st place. He's going.
No, we talked ahead of time.
Good, because when you go to a meet that big in Kansas City, you finish 3rd. You're awfully good.
Yeah, and they do divide it for the age group so that, you know, a 4-year-old's not competing with a 10-year-old and such. But for his age range, which was 10 and above, he got 3rd overall.
Good for him.
So, you know, there's always room to improve. And I just told him, as long as you're working as hard as you can, I am completely proud of you, and we're going to celebrate that, you know, whether or not you get a medal. But then he did, so thank you.
And that was the still rings that he was on. Does he do other? Yeah,
so they do 6 different events. They do the floor, they do the rings, the pommel horse, the parallel bars, the high bar, and what am I missing? There's 6 of them. And I'm missing something. And I'll be like, oh yeah, later. But
pommel horse and the
pommel, high, parallel. Oh, vault. The vault.
The vault, okay.
Yes, yes.
I was trying to think of that because I know the pommel horse has got the handles. The vault is just that kind of trapezoid
thing. Yeah, where they jump on the trampoline and jump over it. But the pommel horse, they actually have, like, they call it a mushroom for his level. Yeah. So it's just a round thing. So there's no handles yet. They're just still learning to get their legs all the way around. Yeah. But I mean, that alone is so hard. The core strength that you have to have. Yeah. I just wish that I was as strong and flexible as he is.
Yeah, but you can still ground him, so.
Yeah, I still have power. All right, well, we have a full show for you guys today to start off the week. We're announcing the next finalist in the drawing for the big Drive to Save Lives giveaway.
Not to mention, we're talking with one of our friends from the Gilloys to get a full update on what's happening over there.
Nice. Plus, I have a new recipe for us to try out.
Oh, that's good.
It's going to be good.
And we're taking a look back at one of our favorite musical performances.
Yes, we have all that and a lot more. But before we get to all of that, here's what's on the radar.
Okay. About a month ago, no, I'm not going to talk about a monolith, but anyway, about a month ago, a Dutch train burst through the end of its elevated tracks at De Akers Station outside of Rotterdam. Yet, it was saved from certain doom by a most unlikely hero. Not Superman, not Wonder Woman. It was saved by a whale.
What?
And not the whole whale, just the tail.
I'm not following, Tom.
Well, actually, it was a sculpture of a whale's tail. It saved the train from crashing to the ground some 30 feet below.
Oh, my
goodness.
It
caught and held the train in place. Now, although there was some damage, no injuries or deaths were reported. The driver was questioned, sent home, and an investigation is underway as to the possibility of a partial derailment, being the reason that the train jumped the track. The architect who created the sculpture was shocked it held up, saying, "When plastic has stood for 20 years, you don't expect it to hold up a metro train." Now, here's the kicker. The tail was built in 2002 and by a very strange coincidence, given the name Saved by the Whale's Tail. That's the name of the sculpture.
That is amazing.
Isn't it? That's really
And
something.
I want to know how they got those people off that picture where they were hanging.
Well, the cars were still basically on it. It was the
so
front part of the train.
So they were able to walk back?
Yeah, it was supported. So.
Oh, can you imagine
And
those
later
moments,
they removed
though?
it with a crane with a, took it down.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That's scary. All right. Well, now this is just a funny video that I wanted to show you guys of our producer, Kerrigan. She's always cracking us up. She was spending time with her family not too long ago, and she decided to try a trick with some whipped cream, and let's just say it didn't go as planned. Take a look.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Oh, Kerrigan! Good job, Kerrigan! That's the most impressive one you've ever done. You ready? Mm-hmm.
So that's probably not how the trick was supposed to go, but I can guarantee this was a whole lot funnier. Do you remember a while back when she did some kind of egg trick too? She told everybody if you squeezed an egg just right,
yes,
that it
won't
wouldn't break, and then it did.
And well, it's not that it just did. It's that she went into our general manager's office and said, "Do you know that if anyone
like right
egg.
After he got here too,
yes,
right? Like,
yes,
yeah. Well,
yes.
welcome. My name is Kerrigan. Here's an egg."
Kerrigan. Look up
We love you,
disaster in the
Kerrigan.
dictionary. There's her picture right there. Okay, now with all that's going on, holiday season gatherings are either small or non-existent. Well, not in Marietta, Pennsylvania. Folks there have plenty of visitors just dropping in and staying much longer than hoped for. Flocks of black vultures, some with wingspans up to 5 feet, are roosting on roofs and trees, causing damage to home and property and generally harassing residents. And you can't just throw stuff at the birds to chase them off. Nope, they're protected under federal law.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, during fall and winter, they roost, preferring warm areas like dark roofs. And they peck at the rubber on the roofs and like to destroy plastic things like porch furniture and garbage cans. Turns out the best way to get rid of them is to harass them back. Yeah, so some folks are banging pots and pans and lighting fireworks to shoo them away. Hanging taxidermied birds works as well, but they're expensive and residents must get permission to put them out. Officials have historically declined to use public resources to protect private property, but that may change as this yearly event appears to be slated to be remembered as the Year of the Vulture.
2020 keeps on getting better.
It's the worst one they've ever had.
Oh, that is ridiculous. Can you imagine?
They're ugly birds,
They're
too.
awful. We have like a woodpecker that pecks at our house.
It doesn't even count.
Right, compared to that, it's nothing. I'll be thankful for my squirrels in the attic
and
my.
Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are big bird, 5-foot wingspan. So it's a wingspan is, almost as tall as you are.
It's just disgusting. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Well, coming up, it's time to announce the next Drive to Save Lives finalists.
Yep, you don't want to miss it. So don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started.